Hello and welcome back to another Breakfast Club Pattaya video. My name is Mark. Now we're on to unsung heroes, hidden gems somewhere that only some of the expats actually know about. And that is, for me, the kind of places that you guys want to find out about. So here we are actually in Jomtien Soi 7. We are directly opposite the market and we're going to be walking down now to somewhere that you might have walked past 100 times but have never gone in. If you don't know about this place, you would never ever believe that they actually do one of the best Sunday dinners in all of Pattaya. It has got an incredible 130 reviews on Google, a 4.4 rating, but the roast dinner consistently comes up with a 5-star rating. And actually on my food group, Breakfast Club Pattaya, it's consistently had 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, one of the best roasts in town. And it has been unbelievably ignored by content creators right across the board in Pattaya. But that's okay, because the Breakfast Club is now going to take this hidden gem, we're going to take a spotlight on it, and we're going to show you why Jimmy's Restaurant and Bar does a Sunday roast which is just like you would get back home. So let's get on to some basic information about Jimmy's, and I am talking a little bit quiet because it is literally just gone 1 o'clock and this place is absolutely packed. And it's interesting, isn't it? A tiny little place on a little soy. It's not in the back end of anywhere, but it is literally the quintessential unsung hero, hidden gem, whatever you want to actually say. Now, we're here today to try the Sunday roast, okay? And I've got the menu here, and they do a chicken, and it comes in at $345. They do a beef, same price, and then you've got the lamb, which is a little bit more expensive, $405, and then you've got the pork, and obviously we're going to go for the mixed, which comes in at $445. But we're going to actually be showing you some of the other dishes as well, so I can't wait. Now, a few things that I think we need to talk about, first of all, with Jimmy's, okay? So it opens up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it is an old-fashioned style bar, okay? There's no aircon here or anything like that. It's no frills. So if you're coming here literally. You can obviously come for a drink, but the food is no frills. It's like an English-style menu, but the star of the show is the Sunday roast, and it starts at 12 o'clock and it literally is until stocks last, okay? Now, normally they sell here in this tiny little restaurant, okay, between 80 and 100 Sunday dinners, and that is some going given the amount of choice there is in Pattaya. But I know people that actually come over from the dark side, come in from central Pattaya, because they love Jimmy's Sunday dinner because it reminds them so much of home. And Sunday dinners, by the way, are actually pretty difficult to get right. I've got a girlfriend who's a chef, and she actually has worked in a number of kitchens in Pattaya before, and the one meal of the week that they actually dread is the Sunday dinner, because you've got so many different things on a plate to actually get right, okay? Now, normally here, as I said, the Sunday dinner starts at 12, it's until stocks last, so it is worth actually dropping them a message onto their Facebook page, okay, in terms of bookings. But they have also got, as I said, an international menu which you can also pick a selection of Thai food and things like that. Okay, so the Sunday roasts are actually out. I want to show you something because I think this is really important, okay? So this is the gravy. I always go on about detail and stuff like that. Now this gravy, okay, the gravy test as it were, if this is good gravy, then essentially it should cling to the knife, okay? And if it's bad gravy, it will just wash off and it won't be thick. It's good gravy, right? I always speak about how difficult it is to get everything right on a Sunday dinner. And the first thing that so many places in Pattaya do, which is bad, okay, is it's not hot. Now, I've checked all of this and it's all come out absolutely piping hot. Now, a roast dinner, you've actually got an awful lot of things to actually get right when you think about cooking it. you've got your mashed potato, you've got your selection of meats, you've got your carrots, you've got your sprouts, you've got your broccoli. It is really, really tough to get this one absolutely right. But if you do, and if you nail it in Pattaya, okay, then you're going to be popular and you're going to sell a lot every Sunday, because Sunday dinners are literally one of the most popular dishes that are around in Pattaya. Now we'll start with the roast potatoes. Absolutely spot on. That chicken is absolutely... That is how chicken should be cooked, right? It is so juicy. That is absolutely... Honestly. And it literally melts in your mouth. It's so tender. Everything cooked on the day. Now, I actually spoke to the owner. Now, I'm going to let you into a little bit of a secret. I do know Jimmy, and anyone that actually lives out here knows Jimmy, and he is a little bit of an expert when it comes down to stuff like this, okay? Because he's been in the industry for a long, long time. Now, he's based this roast dinner on his mum's recipe. He used to basically help her cook. He's from Manchester. He used to help her cook Sunday roast every single week. And when I asked him some of the trade secrets, he wouldn't give them to me. And I don't blame him. But one of the things that I can definitely tell, look how good his Yorkshire puddings are, by the way. They literally, they're perfect. Look at those. Look how well they are. And so many of the other places in Pattaya get so many things wrong. But do you know what? And they wonder why they're empty. That gravy is so good because it's been made from the bones. The flavour on it that actually comes through, it's wonderful. It's almost like, I'm not being funny, right? I'm going to get slaughtered in the comments again. But if you actually had that almost as a soup, it wouldn't be that bad. No. Let me check out a few of the other things because I want to show you. Okay, now, you have got the pork. And I have to say, for a little bar with some building work, now you can tell, if you can hear some of that, they have been really helpful here. Anything that you want, whether it's applesauce, your mustard. Can you see that okay? I am going to ask if you can see it okay. Your mustard. And we've got your horseradish here as well. They could not be more helpful. Pork's beautiful. Now, with relation to the meat, again, I've done a little bit of my due diligence. I've been told, okay, that they use tenderloin here. But the owner, because he's got a little gold mine here, right, he does not want to tell anybody how he actually puts all of this together. And I don't blame him, because this is such a good Sunday roast. Why would you actually want all of your secrets in terms of how you actually go about cooking things out in public? A lot of the information is obviously available now for content creators and people can look onto YouTube, but there's still a few things that I think people leave out. And this is just a Sunday roast which is prepared with such love. Honestly, it is, I think it's one of the closest that I've actually had to my mum's, and that's saying something. Well, I suppose it's time for the rating. Now, also well worth pointing out, do you know what? My last video was an ice cream video. We're filming this pretty quickly afterwards. You do get an ice cream as well, which I think is absolutely incredible, really. Look, I said when I started out this channel that I would only take you guys to places that I would come myself, and places that I recommend. That roast dinner is absolutely bang on the money. And if we're talking about the money, okay, let's just go through one more time what you actually get for the price, okay? They start at $345, and basically the biggest one is lamb, which is $405, and then if you want the large mixed meat, it's $4.45. So it's not the cheapest in town, that's for sure, but in my opinion, it's certainly one of the best. And the numbers here, they speak for themselves. So if you do want to go a little bit off the beaten track, okay, I would recommend coming in to Jimmy's place, and a lot of people do. But remember, okay, this is not a flash place, okay, you're not going to get it's not got aircon, okay, but it's not hot in here either. There's nice fans, the service staff are really friendly. It's a really good kind of family vibe that you've got here, and this is a small little independent business. The guy that actually owns it, he's from the UK, he understands how to put a really good product on a plate, and I think that's kind of what you guys all want, and that's why you're actually watching this video. So Jomtien Soi 7 Sunday roast, I've got to give it a rating. I would say in terms of roast excellence, it's a 8. I'm going to go for an 8 out of 10. I have had some of the other stuff on the menu. It's well worth checking out. I've really enjoyed this video. I hope you have too. It is, and I hate to use the cliche, a hidden gem, but it's very much just known by the expats, and they do tend to keep these places to themselves. Thanks very much for watching. Thank you for all the nice comments. Click like, click subscribe. See you on the next one. I can't mentally do it. I can't mentally do it anymore. I can't do this anymore.